is Eloisa, and today I will be talking about how can stress make us sick. So we all have experienced stress, right? But what is it really and why do we have it? According to the National Institute of Mental Health, stress is how the body responds to any demand, being school, work, or exercise. Now, why do we have it? Well, we have it because it's part of our mechanism of survival, and it's part of our fight or flight response, which is also part of our survival mechanism. Now, just so you know, your body fluctuates between fight or flight and rest and digest. So, another example of fight or flight would be running, and an example of rest and digest would be you sleeping. Now, throughout this presentation, I'm going to be comparing stress to running, but they're not the same thing. They do not have the same effect on the body, but they respond the same way. They cause the same response. So, let's see. Now, according to the American Psychological Association, more than 3/4 of adults report physical or emotional symptoms of stress. Nearly half of adults say they have laid awake at night because of stress, and nearly 3 in 5 adults say they could have used more emotional support. Now, I'm a biology student who is interested in healthcare and educating people about health, and we're all students. We have been under stress at some point, and the current situation that we're living right now, it's quite stressful for many of us. So the best thing that we can do right now is learn about stress and how to cope with it so we stay healthy. So let's see. We have 3 types of stress. We have acute stress, episodic acute, and chronic. So acute stress would be caused by negative thinking. That's you thinking about how you're going to pay your bills next month. And it's about thinking about previous or future events. It causes neck, back, and jaw pain. So, yeah. Now, episodic acute, it's caused by constantly thinking about these things. So, constantly thinking about you paying your bills for over a period of time. Now, this can cause your relationships to deteriorate and cause mental distress. That's just you not being able to think clearly and being distracted a lot. So the third one is the most serious one. It's chronic stress, and it can cause mental breakdown. So you constantly have all the time these stressors, and you learn how to live with it. You don't notice it anymore. So the body stress response consists of 3 stages or phases. The only difference, or all 3 stages, all 3 stages happen for all 3 types of stress, and the only difference is the frequency of which they happen. So for acute stress, you'll have your stages happening once a year. For episodic acute, once every month, and for chronic, every single day. Now, this is not how the body really functions, but this is just so you have an idea of frequency under each type of stress. Now, the alarm phase is mediated by adrenaline. Now, think how you feel whenever you start running, right? So, adrenaline basically tells the body to start increasing blood pressure, heart rate, respiration rate, sweating. So all these things happen because adrenaline tells the body to do them, to respond to stress or you running. Now the second stage is resistance or adaptation stage, and this is mediated by cortisol. Now you keep running, right? And your body needs energy, needs to feed your organs. So cortisol is in charge of that, and it's just adapting to you running or being under stress. Now, the exhaustion stage or burnout, it's your body not being able to make hormones anymore. So hormones, remember, are the things that tell your body what to do, and those hormones would be adrenaline or cortisol. So think about how you feel whenever you stop running. Whenever you're done, you feel tired. Same thing happens to your organs and inside your body whenever you're under stress, except you're not running, right? So this could lead to death if not corrected, because this is serious. I mean, you wouldn't want to exhaust your body too much, too frequently. So it could lead to death or organ failure. Now, what are the real effects that you should care about? So these are health effects like adrenaline will cause, I said, well, adrenaline is part of the first stage. And remember, adrenaline is whenever you start running, right? So heart rate increases. But adrenaline also causes high blood pressure. And high blood pressure will lead to arteriosclerosis or atherosclerosis. And that's just your arteries clogged with cholesterol. So even if you're super healthy, you'll have arteries clogged with cholesterol if you're under constant stress. Now, cortisol, remember, is feeding to keep your body running. So cortisol is your appetite hormone. So it will increase appetite, and you will start seeking for comfort foods that will lead to heart diseases or insulin resistance. And then other effects will be, or causes, effects will be hair loss and sexual dysfunction. Now, I have attached some tips on how to cope with stress, but what can you do right now? Well, you can limit your exposure to news and ask for help and engage in self-care. So I also have attached some helpful links in case you need more information about stress and you need help. So please do not hesitate and seek help if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, as learning how to cope with stress could stop you from getting sick or could stop you from being sick in the future. Thank you.